to give you a quick rundown, to take 2 minutes of your time, to give you some information on what the heck's in the mold manuscript. We have a couple thousand members now, and I have some exciting news I want to kind of release. But let me go ahead and tell you what is going to be inside of this mold manuscript course. Well, first thing you're going to do is I received a lot of questions about if you should remove the walls or not, or if you have to remove that mold or can I leave it there. So I have, and I use this for professionals as well, a removal analysis checklist, and this gives you that certainty to remove the walls or to remove the mold, or if you just leave it there, you're going to know and you're going to have the confidence to do it. This book that I'm showing you here is actually 2 books in one. One is how to inspect for the mold, finding the source of the problem, and one is removing. And this basically gives you a full rundown of everything you need to do that people in the industry will charge thousands of dollars to do. By following this mold manuscript, I'm basically helping you prevent very expensive mistakes when I first started, and I'm telling you the mistakes I made so you can not make them yourself. And also you're going to save a lot of time. You're going to know the signs that you should, if you have to remove the wall, or you're going to know definite signs to remove building materials or not to remove it. Very important, and I know it's a big issue with a lot of people. So you're also going to have the opportunity. A lot of our members were talking about, they're getting sick from mold, and this is a big problem. I was in the same boat myself, and I did a big mistake. Did a mold remediation project, and I didn't do it correctly when I first started out. No one's perfect. We all learn from our mistakes. And I had mold in my own home that was actually being liberated to the rest of the home. And so what I did, I developed some protocols on how to never be sick again, as well as some cool tips for how to relieve yourself from the symptoms of mold. So I hope that will help you out as well. And you're going to know where to look and where not to look and why. You're going to know what are the signs you need, again, to remove the building materials. That is the biggest thing I want you to know. You'll have certainty if you have to remove it or not. And the biggest other thing I would like to kind of tell everyone is there is no professionals needed in this, and this saves quite a few dollars. And if you do decide you need a professional, you'll at least know the same steps that I teach to all the professionals, and you're going to basically save yourself a ton of money because you can either manage them or you can manage your own project. That's the benefit of this course. So there's some easy to follow procedures. There's a lot of questions coming in about different types of mold procedures and mold scenarios. So you can learn how to get rid of mold from the carpet, furniture mold. We got great procedures for mold removal in the basement, bedroom and bathroom mold. We have procedures that I just developed for ceiling and wall procedures, how to get rid of it correctly so you're not leaving anything behind. You're also going to understand how not to spread mold. This is so big, and again, there are no professionals needed, saving you thousands of dollars and saving you lots of time. Because I'm also going to include some bonuses in this book, and these are bonuses I never really offer unless you come to a seminar. And in the book is a mold remediation handbook. So you're going to find out how to search for the mold and find the source, but you're also going to have to find how to remove it, which is really cool. And in this mold remediation handbook, there's some real-life case examples that will basically show you how people removed mold, did a mold remediation project, small to large, in different parts of a home. So you'll have procedures for each part of a home or a building, which is very cool. Your bathroom, let's say, you're going to have a procedure for that. You have a procedure for the living room. You have a procedure for a wall that has a leak. You have a procedure for a window that's been cracking. So you are not going to be left behind. This is really a really extensive course, and it definitely helps. A lot of our members are super happy with the information that they're getting, and I figured this is the best way to just put it together, is give a procedure for each part of the home. You're also going to receive an equipment checklist and some forms, so you have a guide to follow, and I developed the 7 easy steps process of how to complete a complete project in 7 steps. I derived that from my life scenarios and did a lot of research and found out 7 steps that you're going to have a checklist to go ahead and get rid of any type of mold problem, guaranteed, and save you lots of money in the process. So I'm guaranteeing that you're going to save $1,000 by doing this yourself. You're going to have the knowledge to do it. You're going to have the confidence to say, should I remove that wall or shouldn't I? And it's basically, when I first started, I was kind of unsure about things. I didn't know, and this guide was developed for people like where I was, and it's a professional guide, but it's also for people who are just starting out and they have mold in their home. You don't need certifications to do this. I'm going to show you the tips to use, the guidelines to follow, the equipment, and make sure that you guys are covered up if you need to be covered up, and what equipment and masks if you need any, or goggles. You have the whole scenarios, and you'll be able to protect yourself as well. So I also have some very special bonuses included that are for free, and free things are always good. My main goal here is to make sure you're getting rid of your mold problem, so I include these free bonuses. And the first bonus is a bonus set worth about $175 value, and it's a quick start guide to how to find mold as if you were a mold inspector. It's a live MP3 audio, about over 35 minutes, and there's no software needed. It's all web-based, and you can download an MP3. So you can listen to it in your car, you can listen to it on your computer. You don't need a software. It's right on the web, and you'll have the option to play it live or to download it on your computer. And what this does is, this is an introduction course on how to find mold in the source. I give you live coaching one-on-one through this live audio podcast. That is the introduction, so you can get started on the right foot. The advanced version goes a little bit more further, so after you go to your prerequisite, which is the quick start guide on how to find mold, I'm going to give you the advanced course on how to find mold and give you a little bit more scenarios on a more in-depth look at doing a mold inspection. And the reason why I'm giving this free bonus is because I really want to make sure that you find the source of the problem and you have different scenarios compared to your own. So you're not guessing, and you're confident about, all right, I have mold, I'm going to have to remove it. So you're totally confident about it. And this is a full hour on how to find mold, doing mold inspection. Mold inspectors pay a lot of money for the information that you're going to receive here as a free bonus. So let's keep this between us, but this is a pretty cool bonus set that you're going to receive. The second bonus set is, again, $175 value. It's a quick start guide to how to remove mold as a mold remediation company or a mold remediator. So the first bonus is you're going to inspect. Now the second bonus is how are you going to remove it? Well, I give you a live MP3 audio again, over 35 minutes. And the second bonus in the bonus set is the advanced version of the mold remediation. So you're going to find out how to remove the mold in a more advanced way if you need to be. So I give you the prerequisite and the advanced course. Both live MP3 audios, no software needed, and the second one is 28 minutes and 18 seconds long. So you're going to have full live coaching for about 28 minutes of listening to different scenarios and put into action on your checklist. And that's a full hour on how to remove mold. So you got 2 full hours to go ahead and inspect for the mold and remove the mold. Very cool stuff. And the reason, I just want to make one thing very clear. I don't have to do this. I really want to make sure you guys are getting rid of your mold. If you don't know, I give a lot of information about how to remove mold, and I can't allow everyone to come in our mold members area and be a part of the mold manuscript. So what I'm doing is I give a mold member guarantee, and what it says is basically 60 days you get to look and listen, that's 2 full months, to this course. It's a free 60-day risk-free trial. And this is the thing. After 60 days, if you're still stumped, I'm going to work with you for an additional 7 days. I'll give you my personal email and discuss solutions with you on a one-on-one basis. I just want to make sure you guys get rid of that mold problem. I mean, this is what it's all about. And this alone is about a $597 value. And it's really, I usually give this to the people that come to our seminars that spend $10,000 just to be there for a week. I'm going to give you this course in a customized version for either for the beginners to start out, and I'm also going to give you personal advice that we're going to go ahead and communicate personally through email, and I'm also going to set up some probably audio courses as well from that, and maybe share your mold problem with the group if it's okay with you. So we're going to have a little bit of collaboration involved as well. So the thing is, I would like to get your mold problem done quickly. This is how I wanted it. It took me a long time to figure out how to do this. And I want to make sure that you're going to know, do you need to be a pro or can you do it yourself? You're going to know, basically, you can do this yourself. But I'm going to give you the advice and the answers to make sure you feel confident about doing it yourself. You're going to find out how to do the mold, how to find it, do the mold inspection yourself. You're also going to find out how to remove the mold as a mold remediator. And you're going to have the equipment needed. And you're going to be done with your mold problem, I assume, in 3 days or less. This is an average number from our members already. They've gotten their mold problems done in 2 days, and they've done it all following my course. On average, we had a few people that had maybe 5 days, but on average, I say 3 days, give or take. Now, depending on the scale of your mold problem, my goal is to make sure you do it over a weekend, and it's done and out of your hair. Your health is back to normal. You're not suffering from breathing in that nasty mold stuff.